Okay, it is just gone 5:30 here on Surrey Hills Community Radio, and I am joined by the one and only Andy Johnson, a.k.a. AJ Hatton Banjo Poet. Welcome to the studio, Andy.
Hi, Graham. How you doing?
I'm very well. It's lovely to see. Now, I've known you for quite a long time, but how did you get into poetry?
Oh, blimey. Bit of a long story, that one.
We only got about 10 minutes.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Okay, I'll give you the abridged version.
That'd be great.
When I was a teenager, I started writing, basically. I've always been interested in that kind of thing. And I've always got asked to write for cards and various people's birthdays and everything. It's always like, oh, get Andy to say it. He's not scared. So that's me. I ended up doing it live, basically.
Stuff. I mean, so where do you get your inspiration from? I mean...
Oh, everywhere, Graham. All over the place. From a kid riding down the road on a bike to a leaf blowing on the road. Absolutely anything.
I mean, I've known you for a long time. I've known you as a banjo player, and sadly you didn't bring it today, which is a shame. But hey, another time maybe.
I didn't want to scare him off the first day.
So, I mean, so you started writing when you were young. Have you got any poems to do with sort of your music and your love for that? And
yeah, I've got bits to do. I've written several about music. Do you want to hear one?
Yeah, go on. Let's go for them.
Okay. Well, there's one called "Music" about my youth with my family. So it's just called "Music." It's always just been there, soaked into my blood, since I was a child, since before the great flood. From the Christmas at Grandpa's piano and bones, with a fire that's roaring and Bakelite phones. Uncle Jock on the squeeze box, as drunk as a lord, as everyone danced to accordion chords, then finding my way through the rock and the punk, through Wagner and Mozart, past reggae and funk. From the Clash to Sinatra, they all have their place, and each in their time put a smile on my face. As some remain special, Tom Waits I adore, just him and me both lying drunk on the floor. Through the country and blues, getting deep as I age, with more melancholy and less of the rage.
Love it. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant stuff. So you've been doing this for a long time now, so I'm not going to get your age or anything like that, but you've got a couple of poems about yourself and your age, exact, so let's have a little listen to them for us.
Well, my age is
21.
It's like the rest of the things I say. I'm not afraid of telling people what it is. This one's called Sexagenarian, because I'm in my 60s. It's got nothing to do with being sexy, unfortunately. I'm a sexagenarian, not really a scarian, though there's some here that may disagree. Some say that I'm grumpy when tired or hungry. I tell you, that's really not me. Unless I've been drinking, or I haven't eaten, or it's early or late after 3. Or maybe it's raining or cold, or it's freezing or hot, or I just need a wee. So apart from these times, I'm cucumber cool and as placid can be, till I see the old fella there in the mirror who's grumpily staring at me.
Love it. Very good. And so you're at Surrey Hills Community Radio. You live in the Surrey Hills. Do you have a poem about the Surrey Hills?
Oh, Graham, how did you guess?
Amazing. It's like we've spoken about this before.
There's some serious synergy going on here, mate. Okay, this one, funnily enough, is called Sunday Stroll. I've had a walk in the Surrey Hills. Just a Sunday stroll in the Surrey Hills, without the need for booze or pills. The fresh air like a toxic drug that draws me from my sofa slug. And quietness is all around, apart from nature's singing sound. 5 crows, a murder without violence, the only noise to break the silence. Bags of dog poo in the trees swing fragrantly in summer's breeze. With last night's wine still in my brains and blood that's coursing through my veins, it frees me from domestic chains out here in the country. Just a Sunday stroll in the Surrey Hills, without the need for booze or pills. The fresh air like a toxic drug that draws me from my sofa slug.
Love it. Absolutely fantastic. Well, we're going to take a quick musical break, and then we come back with a lot more poems and that from Andy Johnson.
Wonderful.
Okay, Frank Sinatra there. It was a very good year. I'm joined in the studio at Surrey Hills Community Radio by Andy Johnson, AJ Hatton Banjo Poet. I've known Andy for quite a long time, and we have worked together at our local village fete called Westfest for the last 10 years or so. Andy has progressed to just helping out, setting up, having his own acoustic stage with his poetry, and he performs that with some of his friends as well. Is there anything else you've done, Andy?
Oh, lots, Graham. I've done quite a few local events and also festivals. I did Allfold Rock and Blues Festival the last couple of years, just on the open mic and the acoustic stage.
Cool.
And going on from that, I got requested to MC at Beckford Blues Festival. So
Beckford Blues.
I spent 2 days MCing up there with lots of amazing rock bands.
Wow.
Met loads of people. I had a great time. One of the people I met was a guy called Norman Watroy, you may have heard of.
Never heard of Norman Watroy.
I thought you would have done. Well done. He was the bass player in Ian Dury and the Blockheads.
Now, I've heard of them.
He's played on all the Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick and Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll, all the famous hits.
Cool.
And he went on to play with Wilco Johnson. So I met him and had a chat with him backstage.
Yeah.
And whilst chatting, I was pinching his crisps that were sitting in front of him. I didn't realise that. As you do. So I wrote a little track called Beckford Blues, which is also known as Nicky Norman's Nachos. Here we go. Nicky Norman's Nachos, backstage at the gig. There's people dancing at the front, there's one guy in a wig. The bass is pumping, joint is jumping, thumping through the wall. Strings are screaming at the ceiling, busting out the hall. Bands are moving, grooving, baby, jumping like a jig, while I'm nicking Norman's Nachos, backstage at the gig. Music moves the mountain man, these guys are getting big. I'm counting out the money and I'm working out the vig. Pushing out the poems and I'm screaming through the rig. Then I'm nicking Norman's Nachos, baby, backstage at the gig.
I love it, very good. Explanation of what you got up to. Sadly, I didn't bring any nachos today in the studio. We're not allowed food in the studio, so no nachos, I'm afraid.
I'll munch after.
Indeed, yeah. So, you've got an event coming up for Mole Valley Arts Alive. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah, I have. I've got open mic at the Chapel in Westcott.
Cool.
Which is right next to the Hub. It's all the proceeds go to Westcott Hub.
Cool.
It's run by John Mears, a friend of mine.
Yep.
And, it's an open mic to all acoustic, everybody that wants to play anything acoustic or spoken word.
Yep.
It's wonderful. Do it every couple of months normally, but this one is especially for Arts Alive.
Cool.
So.
Excellent stuff. So, give me a couple of sort of random poems that you would do at an open mic. I mean, I think I've got a feeling you've got something about food and sort of Italian shoes or something.
Oh, yeah, I've got a bit. Well, here's one about my daughter. You've got a younger daughter, the same as I have.
Indeed, yes.
This was when she was a teenager, and we both know about stick-on eyelashes.
Oh, yeah.
The demons.
I don't. But never mind.
Are you sure? Okay, all right. Well, this one's called Billie Eyelash. My youngest wears false eyelashes. She sticks them to her eyelids. I've seen it on Kardashians, but wasn't ready for my own kids. I found one in the bathroom, like a spider by the sink. I took it outside in a glass. It didn't even blink. Released it back into the wild so it could find a friend and not live in my bathroom and drive me round the bend.
I love it. Yeah,
Thank you.
I can imagine something like that would look like a spider in the bath, but yeah. Anything else?
Oh, yeah, one. My wife was sorting her shoes out the other day and she found a really nice pair of Italian stilettos.
Oh, lovely.
But she'd lost one of them.
Ah.
So, yeah, this one, I'm very proud of this title, Graham.
Go on then.
This is called Some Shall Win and Some Shall Lose.
Love it.
There we are. I've lived footloose and fancy-free and now I'm left bereft. My right took flight one lonely night. It's only me that's left. I'm just a partial pair, you see, without her by my side. A single soul stiletto sat in solitude, I sighed. Without a mate, my gait would be ungainly and lopsided. My dancing days were done as soon as we had been divided. I wonder in my oneness if my right could be nearby, as all alone I've known that without her the end is nigh.
Love it. Yeah, they've always got so many shoes, and there's always one that's missing.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Do you have anything to do with food? We talked about nachos earlier. Do you have anything else?
Yes. I'm sure this is my favourite and yours as well, and a lot of other people's.
Oh yes.
Curry.
Oh, yummy.
We all like a curry.
We do indeed.
Who doesn't like a ruby? Eh? Crikey. Anyway, this one's called Curry. This was written a friend of mine, Jimmy Hill. I was in the pub in Dorking, and he said to me, "Have you written a poem about curry?" And I said, "No." So I went home and did.
There you go.
That was that.
And this is it.
Yeah.
Happy days.
The Shikatika just closed down my local curry house. Health inspector found some gems been left there by a mouse. They told me they were raisins when I found them in my booner. I've eaten there for 15 years. I wish I'd found out sooner. It's Friday night. I've had a pint. I'm getting kind of vocal. I'm on the phone to Ying Tong Po for Chinese that is local. 2 spring rolls and eggy rice and sweet and sour chicken. It's heavy on the MSG with salt that stains your kitchen. Delivered in some plastic tubs. A young guy, name of Reg. So I won't have to cook at home or eat some healthy veg.
Love it. It's made me all very hungry now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to stop for a little musical break. I know this is one of your favourites. This is Iggy Pop and Passenger. Okay, Iggy Pop there, the Passenger. Don't forget the top 6 at 6 is on its way. I'm still joined by Andy Johnson in the studio. He's also known as AJ Hat and Banjo poet. Talking of the hat part, no hat today, Andy.
No, mate, no, I didn't have it. It hadn't arrived in time, unfortunately.
And how did you order it through Amazon or through Royal Mail or Parcel Force?
Funnily enough, I think it was Parcel Force, and it was from China.
Ah.
You know what the local post can be like.
Indeed, I do indeed.
Notoriously unreliable.
Notoriously unreliable.
So I ended up writing this one called May the Parcel Force Be With You.
Love it.
I've lost my hat. Some dozy prat has posted it elsewhere. It made it here from China and to Surrey, to be fair. But just as it got near my house, that's when it went astray. I've asked all my neighbours and been searching every day. I think it must have wandered off into the lost dimension, with unclaimed coats from John O'Groats that seldom get a mention, wear single socks and silent clocks that long for some attention, wait patiently for somebody to take time out to wind 'em, and rusty keys hang in the breeze where nobody can find 'em.
Love it. Okay, so we're in October. Halloween is on its way, and it's all autumnal. The weather's starting to turn a little bit. The leaves are falling on the floor. Do you have any sort of autumnal stroke Halloween poems?
Oh, I've got a couple, yes.
Right.
I can read to you.
Go on then.
It's my favourite, my daughter's favourite time of year, Halloween, by the way. Nellie, she loves it. And this one's called Squashed. If a pumpkin gets squashed, is a squash still the name? Or is squashed pumpkin pumpkin and still quite the same? 'Cause the kids, they will carve them and chop off the top as they scoop out the brains and the soft, slimy slop. Slash noses and eyelids, gargantuan grins, with teeth like a rabbit or spiky and thin. Then they'll pop it out front for the young ones to spy, all the ghosts and the ghouls as they shuffle by. So they knock on the door and they shout, "Trick or treat!" and you hand out sickening sugary sweets. Then they're on to the next one with a pumpkin and candle to collect all the glucose they think they can handle.
Love it. I must admit, my wife absolutely loves Halloween. She does little parties around the house. All the kids come. She's filling their little thing with sweets. We've got buckets of sweets for the kids. So, yeah, come round and my wife will be giving out the sweeties. Do you have anything else for Halloween, Andy?
I've got one more, yes. By the way, I was quite impressed that you've already dressed for Halloween today.
Thank you very much,
Graham,
yes.
before I got here.
As you have done
Yes,
also.
thank you.
You can take the mask off now.
Can I?
Yeah.
That's very kind. Shall I read another poem?
It'll be lovely.
I will, yes. Halloween. It's 31st October, a dark and spooky night. The pumpkins are all carved and placed with candles for a light. The kids are knocking on my door, awaiting for some sweets to fill their bags and buckets with more sugar-laden treats. There's skeletons and witches and monsters by the score, come looking through the windows, dragging limbs across the floor, with people from the village all dressed up for the night. Some poetry and pumpkin pie to give the kids a fright, and hopefully a drink or two to keep the parents watered. But it's only Tuesday night, they won't be getting slaughtered.
Love it, absolutely brilliant. Right, we're going to have another quick musical break. This is an absolute classic from the Rolling Stones, and it's Paint It Black. Okay, there's the Rolling Stones there, Paint It Black. That half hour has absolutely flown by. I joined in the studio here by Andy Johnson, AJ Hat and Banjo poet. I've got time for a few more poems, Andy, but where will we find your content on social media? Where will we...
I use Instagram quite a lot, Graham, actually. I'm under Hat and Banjo Poet on Instagram.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can find me on Facebook under Andy Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't use Twitter because my daughter's nicked it. So
you'll have to try TikTok, because I've just managed to start doing TikTok myself.
So I think TikTok's the other one she's nicked as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So what have you got coming up then, Andy?
I've got all sorts of things. Well, I've got the Arts Alive event at the Chapel in Westcott. That's on 14th of October.
Cool.
And I've got a couple of private events. I also do bespoke poetry for people as well.
Bespoke poetry.
Which we'll be hearing some of momentarily.
Absolutely.
I've got another gig at Swirl Wine Bar on the 30th of October in Dorking.
Cool.
And I'm also playing a lunchtime gig at Game and Play, the ukulele place. That's at 1 p.m. on the 2nd of November.
No banjos there, just ukuleles.
No banjos, just you.
That's a shame.
Sorry, mate.
Okay, so it's coming to the end of our little interview, and it's been absolutely brilliant. Because poetry can be boring. You've made it...
Not mine.
No, absolutely not yours. And Andy does have some slightly... adult-themed poems that
grown-ups
poems. So do check him out on Instagram and on Facebook. I don't know if he's got a YouTube channel.
Yes, I've got a YouTube channel. Again, that's Hat and Banjo.
Hat and Banjo,
Type
excellent stuff, brilliant. So you get to see Andy as well. So
wonderful material on there about my good friend Donald and some other people that I love dearly.
Right, so I set you a challenge a couple of weeks ago to write a poem all about me. This is the first time I'm hearing this. I'd like to thank you for coming into the studio, talking about Mole Valley Arts Alive, and your poetry has been absolutely amazing. So we're going to finish with a poem all about me.
Thank you for having me, Graham. Anyway,
No worries.
I've had a lovely time, mate.
Brilliant.
And this one is called The Other Side. It's G-Man on that radio. On Sunday, I tell you so. He's in there with the ebb and flow, with tunes and loons on every show. He sits there with his headphones on and sings along with every song. He sometimes has a poet on, sophisticated stuff. Soon he's on for 16 hours. I hope he takes a few more showers. He'll be there through the twilight hours and get a coffee tash. He's doing it for mental health, for others, not just for himself. So take your wallet from the shelf and help him raise some cash.
Absolutely love it. That is fantastic, Andy. Thank you so much for joining me. I love that poem. I've recorded that, so I'll be playing that out a little bit later, and probably through my 16-hour broadcast. Thank you for mentioning that. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Andy Johnson here at Surrey Hills.